Alright, so I'm going to start off this video by saying I don't know what's going to happen with this yet. I don't know 100% whether... I don't know what the outcome is going to be. But so far, I am getting all my fuel line and pump and just a whole fuel system set up. And I ordered my AEM 400 LPH inline pump off of eBay. Now, I buy quite a bit of things off eBay now. I know the first thing that a lot of people think of when you hear eBay is, oh, it's all just junk Chinese stuff. Well, that's clearly not the case. There's a lot of stores, reputable stores and shops that sell through eBay, and I'm generally pretty careful with what I buy. But this all checked out to be legitimate, and I mean, it all came an actual legitimate box from AEM. One thing I thought was a little strange was the paperwork for it that was inside. It seemed to just be a cheap photocopy. And the only thing I thought, that was strange here was I was getting my fittings together and whatnot, and everything I found, even on the box itself, it shows that the outlet is a 6AN orb fitting, and then 10AN in. And when I got to looking at the pump, before I even went and picked up the outlet fitting, it shows, if you can see that, it's printed on here as -8AN, and that is definitely not an 8AN size. So I was like, well, maybe it must have been a misprint or whatever. The 10AN orb fits perfectly on the inlet, so I picked up a 6AN out orb, and it will not thread in. Now it starts to thread in, but it's almost like the thread pitch is completely different. So it's definitely not an 8. But so I emailed AEM, make sure I wasn't a total idiot, like I was doing something wrong here, and I sent them pictures and whatnot, and they want me to send this pump into them for inspection, and they told me so far if it ends up being a knockoff, they're gonna replace it and send me a brand new one straight from them. So I just want to get a little bit of video here before I send this back and figure out what the outcome is, because otherwise, I mean, it looks to be a real pump. So other than that little misprint that's on there and the paperwork, it all looks legitimate. So we'll see what happens there. Alright, so AEM got my pump back, and it is the other one was in fact a knockoff. So here's a new one. They can't tell really much of a difference. I mean, the top side looks a little bit better of a coating on it. That and the terminals on this, you can see the positive terminal is a larger diameter, and the knockoff, they were the same. That and the 6AN, if I can focus on it, is properly printed on there as well. That and the threads on the inlet are the proper size, and the outlet, whereas the other one wasn't. I don't even know what style thread they were, but yeah, they got it back to me. They paid for the shipping. They just sent me a FedEx shipping label, sent it out, and it got there within, hell, I think a day. It was like overnight shipping, and they got the new one shipped to me within a week. So every stand up on AM side, it really surprised me. Just a Joe Schmo buying a pump. So yeah,